most people don't identify themselves by their race. I'm not, hi, Marty, I'm a white guy. I don't want to just be known as Marty the white guy. Is that all I've accomplished in my life, being white? Give me a break. But yet, with people like Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton and Toure, let's don't forget Toure. Can't leave that boy out of this conversation. Or Melissa Harris Perry, or Sheila Jackson Lee. They are identified first, foremost, and solely by the color of their skin. They have completely given up on the concept of content of character. They have been weighed, they have been measured, and they have been found wanting. And with that somebody that hadn't been weighed, measured, and that hadn't been found weighed, measured, and wanted and all that, you know who? BaconFreak.com. They have been weighed, measured, and good.
Because they make meat candy.
You can't get no better than that. Cannot get no better. And them maple-flavored, bacon-flavored pancakes. Have y'all not ordered none of them yet? Why ain't y'all ordering them?
Yeah, why ain't y'all ordering them?
Y'all do realize they got chocolate-covered bacon there, right?
They don't love themselves, and they don't love their friends and family, obviously.
Most of y'all is not Muslims. Y'all can eat pork. It's okay to dig on swine if you a Christian. Because look, remember the Bible story where Peter was asleep and he had this dream and they showed him this pig and they said, arise, kill and eat. And he said, I can't eat that. That's nasty. That's pig. I don't dig on swine. And they said, why? Hey, God made that pig. You saying God made something nasty? You better eat that pig. Even Peter found out bacon was good. And if he was around today, I bet you...
baconfreak.com, though.
But I was going to say, if he was around today, I bet you he'd go to baconfreak.com and dig on some swine.
Well, you know he would.
Because it's meat candy. And meat candy is good for you. You know what else is good for you? You know what else is good for you? It's good to plan ahead. Planning ahead is good for you. Like planning for things like disasters. Like if you come up in a tornado and the last thing you're going to want to have to worry about is feeding your family. And we got somebody on our website, myfoodstorage.com. They make taking care of your family really, really easy. They got these containers of food that's got a shelf life of 25 years. That's like Twinkie quality, and we all know how good Twinkies is. There's freeze-dried meats. There's freeze-dried vegetables. Freeze-dried fruits. Gourmet meals. MyFoodStorage.com. Better to have and not need than need and not have.
And speaking of which, it's better to have LifeLock when you need it. When somebody tries to take your credit card and say, buy the new drapes they've always wanted with your credit card, if you have LifeLock, they don't get to do that.
I got an email today from LifeLock where they were telling everybody that all of their affiliates to be sure and remind them that if you go to their services through one of their affiliates, like us, that they will get 10% off and their first month free. $10 a month to know that your identity is secure, that your bank account numbers are secure, that your Social Security number is secure, that your kids' information is safe. Because these days, whose kid don't have a cell phone with bank account information tied to it?
Oh, Lord.
What kid is not ordering things on the internet? You do not want crimes committed with your child's identity. And LifeLock.com takes care of all of that for you. And if you're talking about looking out for yourself, fellow smokers, be sure to give one of our favorite sponsors, V2Cigs.com, give them a chance. if you're like us and you tried everything, try V2. Man, it opens up a whole new world for you. There's so much more than just cigarettes out there. So much more than just tobacco. Let's face it, it's about the nicotine. That's all it's about. Even the doctors say nicotine itself, in and of itself, is not harmful. It's no more harmful to you than a cup of coffee. It's the delivery method that's killing everybody. And if you can have all of that nicotine and it tastes better and burn cleaner and not put any harmful chemicals into you.
And makes you not stink.
Oh, yep. No bad stink. Why not give that a try? Why not? V2 cigs are the number one rated electronic cigarette on the market.
With a reason.
That's right. And going there by our website, you're going to get a discount. And if you're going to get the best, if you're going to get something, you might as well get the best. They've also got very competitive prices compared to everybody else. Very competitive. V2 Cigs. Give them a try, man. All right, Casey. It's Thursday, dadgummit. Now, that means there's 4 or 5 days now for people to act a fool before we got to come back.
Well, I'm a little scared.
I am too, because Egypt right now, keep your eyes open, people.
There's a whole lot of things we just couldn't get to tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a lot of stuff happening in the world. Y'all know what it is because you're our listeners and you guys are always paying attention to what's going on.
We have a very well-informed audience, do we not?
And if anybody out there is listening and you have not gone to Ted Cruz's website, don'tfundit.com, go there, sign that petition, let the politicians know that you do not want any part of Obamacare.
Wow. Well, all right. That's about all I got. Thanks, Richard Lemire, Dr. Myth. Good to see Rick Hope. Speaking of Rick Hope, on our website here on honestanswerradio.com, you see a little tab there on the channels. If you hover over that, and when it drops down, you're going to see a little show called Challenge from the Heart. See, Rick Hope is not like Reverend Al. And Rick Hope is not one of them people that they're going to say, go on, I don't know who you are at the pearly gates. When Rick Hope gets to the pearly gates, they're going to be like, dude, we've been waiting on you. Come on in here. There's some folks in here waiting to thank you for helping them get into heaven. Go to Challenge of the Heart and give him a listen. It'll do you some good. Because I know there's a lot of our listeners that need Jesus.
Well, you don't ever get to talk to Rick without finding out something about Jesus.
Wow.
He's not like Reverend Al.
Wow. And we ain't just sucking up neither to keep us going to heaven. All right, man. We're going to get out of here. You guys be good to each other, please. Just be good to each other over the weekend, just till we get back, please. Later, y'all.
Night, y'all.